All right, let's jump right into this explainer. We're looking at some seriously fascinating source material today that completely demystifies how absolute beginners can carve out brand new income streams online using AI, looking ahead to 2026. If the whole artificial intelligence boom has felt, way too complicated to even touch, don't worry. This breakdown takes some incredibly powerful concepts and turns them into bite-sized, super easy to understand pieces using simple analogies.
A massive roadblock for a lot of us is just that initial feeling of total overwhelm. You hear terms like machine learning or artificial intelligence, and it sounds highly technical, right? But here is the absolute crucial point highlighted in our source. You absolutely do not need a computer science degree to succeed in the modern digital economy. Think about it. You don't need to know how to build a car engine just to drive to the grocery store. It's the exact same principle here. You just need to learn how to steer these new tools.
So here's our roadmap for today. First up, the 2026 AI economy. Second, the AI content creators. Third, managing the digital world. Fourth, strategy, SEO, and consulting. And finally, choosing your AI path.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, the 2026 AI economy, demystifying the tools.
What's really cool to see here is this complete visual map of the 8 unique paths available to you, pulled directly from our source material. We've got everything from freelancing and blogging to virtual assistants and AI consulting. What this really proves is that there's a space for literally everyone, no matter your background. Whether you're a highly creative person, incredibly organized, or deeply analytical, there is a specialized tool just waiting for you to pick it up.
Before we break down those individual paths, our source suggests a really helpful mindset shift. I want you to think of AI not as some sci-fi robot coming to steal your job, but simply as a high-tech power drill. I mean, if you're building a house, you wouldn't use a manual screwdriver if you had a power drill sitting right there, would you? You still need the human element. You need to know exactly where to drill the hole, and you have to design the house itself. But the AI tool, it does all the heavy, repetitive lifting for you.
Moving right along to Section 2, the AI content creators, freelancing, writing, and design.
If you're someone who loves making things, having AI in 2026 is basically like having a world-class ghostwriter right in your pocket. This really brilliantly illustrates the massive shift we're seeing in content writing. The old way, that meant staring at a blinking cursor, battling writer's block, and sweating over every single word by hand. But the AI way changes your role completely. You're no longer the line cook chopping the onions. You've become the executive chef. You plan the menu, you check the quality, you add that final dash of seasoning. But the AI actually scales the production of those articles, blog posts, and copy. You get the output of a whole team, all guided by your unique taste and direction.
Now for visual creativity, Canva Design is a perfect example. Creating stunning visual content, graphics, and layouts used to require really expensive software and years of training. Now, by leveraging AI features embedded directly into these design platforms, it's essentially like paint by numbers. But here's the magic part. The numbers are your own ideas. The AI handles the color matching, the formatting, the layout, basically letting your creativity shine through instantly without getting bogged down in the technical weeds. And that brings us to freelancing in general. If you're offering specialized services like coding, marketing, or general creative work, AI efficiency is absolutely your secret weapon. You can dramatically speed up your workflow. Think about it. You can take on way more clients and deliver much faster turnaround times, all because your new power drill is cutting down the manual labor. You aren't working harder, you are genuinely working so much smarter.
All right, Section 3, managing the digital world, blogging, VAs, and social media. So this is where you transition from creating every single piece of content yourself to actually directing the flow of digital traffic for others. I absolutely love this analogy from our breakdown. If you've ever successfully organized a chaotic family calendar or coordinated a massive road trip with friends, you already have the exact mindset needed for this bucket. You are the air traffic controller. You aren't flying every single plane, you're using AI as your autopilot and your radar system to make sure everything lands smoothly, safely, and right on time.
Let's look at blogging through this management lens. Building a successful blog used to be a grueling marathon, but today, thanks to AI content generation and optimization tools acting as your trusty co-pilot, you can launch niche blogs incredibly fast. You just identify a topic people actually care about, and the AI helps you generate the content and structure the whole thing. You're managing the site's overall growth rather than agonizing over typing out every single sentence. Then we have the role of the virtual assistant. As a VA, your entire job is to make life easier for your clients, right? Well, by bringing AI into the mix, your job becomes infinitely easier too. It's kind of like having a robot butler that helps you streamline tasks, manage schedules automatically, and automate those really complex workflows. You basically become a superhuman assistant because the AI handles all the mundane tracking while you get to focus on the human stuff, like client relationships.
And rounding out the management bucket, we have the social media manager. Managing multiple accounts and constantly curating content can get incredibly overwhelming really fast. So, the crucial takeaway here is that you use AI analytics exactly like a sophisticated radar system. It tells you exactly what content is landing best with the audience, and it automatically optimizes your posting schedules to guarantee maximum visibility. You get to stop guessing and start relying on the AI to tell you exactly when and where to direct the traffic.
Let's dive into Section 4, Strategy, SEO, and Consulting, Guiding the Way. This one is for all you big picture thinkers out there. First up is SEO services, which stands for Search Engine Optimization. Now, I know this is a term that often sounds super intimidating to beginners, but think of it this way. The internet is a massive, endless ocean, and a website is just one tiny little island. SEO is simply drawing a highly accurate digital treasure map using AI so that Google can easily find that specific island. You use AI for keyword research and site analysis to draw that map perfectly, improving website rankings with just a fraction of the traditional effort.
Next, we have AI consulting. Now, telling someone you're an AI consultant sounds like a job title from a sci-fi movie set in the year 2050. But in 2026, it simply means being the friendly, knowledgeable tour guide for other businesses that are trying to navigate this new digital landscape. You're advising these businesses on how to integrate AI tools to boost their productivity and growth. Basically, you're walking into a traditional business and showing them how to plug in their own power tools. It is highly valuable, but conceptually, it's really just about sharing the efficiencies that you have already learned.
And finally, Section 5, Choosing Your AI Path, Building Your Digital Tool Belt.
Now that we've decoded all of technical jargon and looked at the 8 paths from our source, take a look at these 3 distinct buckets. I want you to think honestly about your own natural skills and personality. Do you want to be the executive chef, dreaming up incredible content and visuals as a creator? Do you prefer the organized hum of the air traffic controller, managing blogs and social media schedules? Or are you drawn to being the tour guide, helping others succeed through SEO and consulting? Remember, you absolutely don't have to do all 8. You just need to pick the one that aligns with how your brain naturally works.
And this brings us to our final and honestly most important thought from today's explainer. AI is not here to replace human ingenuity. It is here to empower it. It's literally the most powerful drill ever invented. But right now, it's just sitting on the workbench waiting for you to pull the trigger. So as you look at these 8 incredible methods for creating online income, the only question left for you is, which of these tools are you going to pick up first?